Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Wednesday chat at Formartine Church. My name is Aquila, and I am the minister here at Formartine. Now, I don't know about you, but my goodness, have we had some weather over the last almost month now. We've had the heavy snows, and then we've had this rain that just seems to keep going. I'm half expecting to see Noah's Ark sort of drift past my window. It really is something else. And I think I'm lucky white heather, because all of this kind of started when I moved up here to Aberdeenshire. But it did get me thinking. The storminess of the last sort of couple of days got me thinking about weathering storms, especially the storms in life that kind of suddenly spring upon you when you least expect it. And when I was thinking about that, I thought about the disciples who were in a boat on Lake Galilee. They were going to the other side of the lake, and they were in this boat, and it starts to get really sort of stormy. And in the distance, they see a figure coming towards them in this storm. They are really, I'd imagine you would be pretty scared. I've been on, they call it the Sea of Galilee, but it's actually a lake. I've been on that lake, and it's not like what I thought a lake would be like. It's pretty vast, and I imagine it's quite deep as well. I would not like to be on that lake when there's a storm and it's really choppy. So the disciples are in this boat, and in the distance, they see this figure coming towards them in the dark, and this figure is walking on water. Now, imagine the scene. I want you to put yourselves in the minds of the disciples. You're in this boat, it's dark, the wind is really picking up, the waves are really coming up, your boat is getting rocked from side to side. And quite frankly, you're terrified. And then imagine, in the distance, you see this figure coming towards you, walking towards you, not gliding, not hovering, not flying, walking towards you on this lake. I think I would have been absolutely terrified. We know, because we've read the stories, that this is Jesus coming towards them. But they don't know that from the distance that they are seeing this figure. In fact, I think they think this is a ghost that is coming, and this ghost is coming to get them, to be pretty blunt about it. And I imagine that the terror level on that boat is pretty high, until they realise that this figure, as it gets closer, is Jesus. And Jesus comes to them, and he calms the storm. He calms them. And it's a good story to keep in mind when you have those stormy moments in life, when you think, you know what, I'm never going to get out of this situation. I've just had enough. I just want to go and sit in a darkened room and not engage with anyone. When you have days like that, and let's face it, we all have days like that, remember Jesus calming the storm. It's not only the physical storms like the wind and the rain that Jesus calms. He calms the storm that's within you at times, and he calms the storm that can be around you and you feel are difficult for you to get out of that storm. So when things like this happens and the storm is fierce like it is outside my window right now, call on Jesus. In your mind's eye, remember that scene of the disciples being rocked on the boat and watch Jesus coming to you and calming the storm of your life. I will see you soon. So have a good week and try not to get blown away in this storm up here. So God bless and take care until we meet again. And if you happen to be around Pitmedden on Sunday, about 10 o'clock, the service is at 10 o'clock, then please come to church and say hello. We would love to see you in church. And you'll get a cup of tea, and if you're lucky, not just a biscuit, but a piece of cake. So God bless and speak to you soon.